So, hello, this is Luca Talks Dons here, and today I'm making a video where this is a video I do want to give a massive shout out, of course, is a video where I've come up with something, of course, a topic where I've not done on the channel with MK, and I do want to give a massive shout out to this man here, Monty, Oscar and George, Monty Jackson, of course, for suggesting me this video. Top 5 MK Dons supporters giving their opinions on what do they think about a breakaway of the season coming up. What do they think about the season and what most improves signing players that they think, where I'm going to read out their opinions and then I'm going to give my opinions back. So the first one I'm going to give a massive shout out to, of course, is Monty Jackson. Monty Jackson, of course, massive shout out to you and big up for giving me the stickers, of course, yesterday's match. He goes to say about MK, his opinion is that he thinks Liam Kelly will do well this season. And look, for me, I think Liam Kelly from last season, Liam Kelly wasn't having a good season last season, even under his former manager when he worked at Crawley under Scott Lindsay. Liam Kelly was one of those players where he never really done well. Liam Kelly was very lazy, had a very bad season, was going through a rough patch, and now in pre-season, and now even yesterday, and I know it was only one game, Monty, but Liam Kelly, look, I had a questionable debate whether this could be Liam Kelly's season, where I just kind of feel like, is he going to actually have the career what he had at Crawley under Scott Lindsay? And so far, look, it's only one game so far. I don't want to get too carried away. But if Liam Kelly could put in a performance against Barrow, put a performance against Bristol City in the Cup and other games down the line, I do think Liam Kelly could be up there. And look, massive shout out to you, Monty, for doing that. Next MK Don supporter I do want to give a massive shout out to is Preston Brooks. Go and follow him on Instagram. Great fella. His opinion on what players will outstand this season. And this was a very surprising one, whether I agree or disagree. But his opinion, of course, is the same as Monty, Liam Kelly as well. And then also he goes and says about Scott Hogan. Of course, Scott Hogan, when he does come back from injury, he goes to say that maybe he can work under Paul Warne. Look, Scott Hogan for me is a player where, look, last season really didn't do well last season. Of course, we bought him on the free under Mike Williamson. Scott Hogan didn't play football for a couple of years due to injuries. Was that Birmingham City? Was that other clubs? I think what they're going to do is now, I think they are going to keep Scott Hogan. I really do. Ideally, I would have sold him, but that means will we have to bring another striker? I wouldn't think so. We can use it in a different position. But Scott Hogan, for me, look, maybe, I don't see him as like a regular starter. It's always going to be Aaron Cullen starting, Mendes Liang playing, and Hepburn Murphy. But if the likes of like Hepburn Murphy don't do well, and if other players get injured, maybe a Scott Hogan can do a job. And I'm not sure if I'm actually convinced whether Hogan will do well this season. I really would like him to do well, especially in League 2, but I just feel like maybe the confidence is knocked him a little bit. I just feel like the age has obviously got to him. But thank you very much for giving me a massive shout out, Preston, as well. And also he does also goes and says about Alex Gilbey as well. Look, Gilbey for me, last season, I said to myself, I give him this season. Gilbey, of course, didn't work under Scott Lindsay, was falling out, rumours that he was going to be stripped of the captaincy. Gilbey yesterday in the first opening game of the season against Oldham was very good. Made some very good intercept tackles, got ducked in, got in to make some great challenges, and that's the Gilbey I know, that the old Gilbey I know that can do well, who's obviously won this division in League Two with Stevenage and MK Dons as well. So thank you very much for that massive shout out as well. So the next MK Don supporter I'm shouting out is, of course, two people, Ryan Griffins and Tweaker Man. Their opinions, of course, about the game and what players they're looking forward to, which will outstand this season. I'll start off with, of course, the game. Their opinion on the game in general. We should have had a penalty. They said we should have had a penalty yesterday. I 100% agree with you. I vlogged the game yesterday. And I think it was a stonewall penalty. It's just the referee was on Oldham Athletics side. And on about the players, they're actually looking forward to see which will really impress, of course, is Callum Patterson and Hepburn Murphy. Wasn't very impressed with Hepburn Murphy yesterday, but of course I do think he will come good, touch wood. I know he only scored like 10 goals for Corney in his career. I think 10 to 14 goals in his career, so not really that great. But yeah, of getting on to Callum Patterson, look, I made a video the other day, a few days ago. I didn't really know who Callum Patterson was by going by what people think about what the fans actually think, the MK Don supporters. And the fans love him. We've already got a Callum Patterson chant already after 5 minutes. Literally, he just come on 5 minutes into the club and we've already got a chant. So, yeah, I do think, I 100% agree with you. I do think Callum Patterson will come good. I think he's a player. Look, Sheffield Wednesday fans would DM me a couple of days ago and saying you've got yourself a good player. And I want to give a massive shout out to both Ryan and Tweaker Man. Next massive shout out I do want to give out is Charlie Carr. Charlie Carr, regular MK Don supporter who goes near enough to games every single week. His opinion, of course, is on the game and what players he's looking forward to, which will do well this season. We'll start off with, of course, the game as well. He thinks, for me, he was very impressive with the likes of Getwith Jones making those very good runs of crosses. And then also, he did say, of course, about Hepburn Murphy. He liked Hepburn Murphy and Aaron Collins. And look, my opinion on that, Getwith Jones was very good at crossing, making some good runs, trying to find some space. Look, I do think he will come good. I'm liking the play of that with our new right back from Bolton Wanderers. Aaron Collins, look, we know Aaron Collins. Yesterday, I'm not going to blame him because he really couldn't get the service. In general, had a bit of a poor game, couldn't rely on the service. Hepburn Murphy as well, I really hope he does come good. And also he liked Jack Saunders and Callum Patterson. And look, my man in the match yesterday could have either gone either way. It could have either gone to Alex Gilby or it could have gone to Jack Saunders. I would have actually gone what they've actually said, Jack Saunders. I think he done really, really well. I'm not going to lie, Charlie Carr, I think he done really well. He was very, very good at tackling, making some very good interception, make some good challenges, especially one of the challenges in that second half. So Jack Saunders was my man in the match. And also he goes to say about the season, he thinks MK Dons will get promoted. So massive shout out to you, Charlie Carr. A final shout out I do want to give out, of course, who is a regular MK Dons home games, sits in block 11. Is Jordan Cullen. I don't know if you know Jordan Cullen, of course, obviously, he sits with Don's Action as well. Massive shout out to them as well. He's mainly just talking about the players, what players he actually feels will do well this season. He goes and says, and I'm going to give him my opinion as well. He goes and says, well, first he starts about the game. The game in general, he was a bit disappointed that we didn't win the game. But we kept a clean sheet. There's a lot of positives in the game. Players who stand out very, very well were the likes of Jack Saunders. He says, Aaron Collins, he said as well. I kind of disagree with that because I don't think he didn't do well because he couldn't rely on the service. But Jack Saunders, of course, Alex Gilby, he says. And look, I agree with you. I agree with you in some ways. And the disagreement I will say about Aaron Collins, like I said earlier, he really couldn't get the service. And I'm sure Aaron Collins will come good this season. He's proved it in other divisions. Gilby played really, really well. I think Gilby is going to be a player that hopefully, touchwood, will actually be a real good, outstanding player. And he also goes and says Liam Kelly as well. So everyone else is saying Liam Kelly. And look, Liam Kelly, I hope we do get these type of players back what they were in the past. And yeah. So we are going to wrap this video up right now. That is my top 5 MK Dons fans, of their opinions, what they think about the season and what players will stand out this season. Massive shout out to Monty Jackson as well for the stickers. Thank you very much for that, for giving me my advice of this video. Content wise, coming up, I do have another MK Dons video I will drop. As I am recording this video today, Sunday, this video will go up tomorrow for Monday. And then the other video idea, I will upload that probably on Tuesday. And then after that, of course, I'll let you know what other videos I will do. So today, this will be the video. Tuesday, I've got another video idea. And then Saturday, potentially the vlog against Barrow. Can we try and aim for 25 likes in this video? Minimum 25 likes. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.